And welcome to our next speaker, Melissa. So happy to have you here today. I'm just delighted to have you as a speaker. And I am so excited to go ahead and give you the stage. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you, Haley, so much. And thank you for your amazing group. I've been in the group for a while, and there's so much value. Haley provides so much value, and it's really, I'm very pleased that I'm having this opportunity and that I do get value of the group. So I'm so glad too that I was able to follow the pre-speaker because everything that you said is so true. And this is exactly what I do. I am a confident life coach and a clinical hypnotherapist. And what I do is I work with people to overcome unwanted issues and to develop phenomenal coping skills so that you are able to manage all the circumstances that come up in your life. You have the coping skills. And I'm really very much all about minimizing stress and maximizing confidence. And this is what she said is so true. That stress is such a huge um, factor in our lives. It is so very destructive, not just from the mental health standpoint, but very much so from the physical standpoint, even more so from the physical standpoint. So one of the things that I educate people about and teach people about in my programs, and by the way, I offer both individual and group coaching and hypnotherapy programs. And one of the programs that I have that I'm extremely excited about because of the amazing results that it is getting for the participants is called Success Block Smackdown. So today I wanted to talk about money blocks because in Success Block Smackdown, we talk about a lot of different kinds of success blocks, not just money blocks. But that is a very important block that when we overcome our money blocks, everything in our life changes. So in Success Block Smackdown, we deal with dissolving all kinds of blocks: procrastination, time management, fear, stress, the power of the opt-out, learning to say no, and a whole lot of other things. But today, I'd like to educate you about a part of your brain that you can put to work for you to help you focus on bringing in more money and more success and whatever you want in your life. And I also want to help people shift their relationship with money a little bit. So first of all, I want to remind you, if you don't already know this, money was invented by humans. And money does not control us. We are in control of money. And I know it doesn't always feel that way, but the truth is that human beings invented money as a tool. Money is a tool, it is a servant, it is our friend, it is not our enemy. And when we start to focus our attention on money as being a friend and a tool, then we can start to focus on not only bringing in more of it, but also using it in ways that serve us. So one of the many signs that you might have a money block, some examples of some of the signs that you might have some blocks around money. Things like avoiding your finances. I'm afraid to look at my bank account. I'm afraid to look at my investments. I don't want to see it. I'm afraid of how it's going to make me feel. Delegating financial stuff out to somebody else. Avoiding conversations about money, making money, conversations about money taboo in your family, getting stressed around talking about money, having sleepless nights about money, having certain beliefs about money, most of which we are taught. We are taught certain beliefs around money when we're growing up. Some of these things are money doesn't grow on trees. Um, there's not enough money. A lot of people that grow up hearing from their family of origin that there's not enough money, this tends to become a money block. There's never enough. Even very wealthy people can have that belief that there's not enough money. So we want to, as I said, we want to start to use some of the tools that are part of our brain to change this relationship with money and to focus our attention on being friends with money. If you are letting someone else handle your money, if you are feeling guilty or ashamed about something associated with, a lot of people feel that with being in debt, things like that. If you're feeling jealousy or resentment, or you find yourself comparing yourself, these are all signs that you're treating money as an enemy or an adversary. So it's time to start supercharging achieving your money goals. And a way that you can do that is using something that you may not know about in your brain. This is a piece of your anatomy. We all have it, and it's called your reticular activation system. It is part of your brainstem. And the reticular activation system is where we get the idea that what you focus on expands. This is the science behind that. It's actually not magic, it is your brain. And so the reticular activation system is a very, very important part of your brainstem, and has many important functions, but we're going to focus on the function today of the function of it being an attention device and a filtering device and a gatekeeper of information. Because the truth is that at any given moment during the day, you are filtering through about 200,000 pieces of data at any moment. And all of these pieces of data are competing for your attention at any given time. And so I know Haley is amazing at multitasking and she can focus on a lot of things at once. But if even Haley were to focus on all of the data that's coming into her brain, it would probably explode. And we definitely need Haley around. We don't want her brain exploding. So what the reticular activation system does is it hones in on what is important to us. What we tell it is important to us. So what we're thinking about most, it's going to focus most on. So it's very important that you are very selective about what you're thinking about the most. I had a client in here yesterday, a private hypnotherapy client, and I had her look in the mirror because she is a beautiful woman who couldn't see her beauty. And I said, that's because you're focusing on all the negative things. So that's all you see. And when I showed her what I was focusing on, when I looked at her, she started to be able to see and focus on herself differently. So be very, very selective about what you focus on and use this reticular activation system to get what you want by focusing on what you want. And you can achieve goals, including your money goals, faster. So some of the steps that you can take to increase the ability of this part of your brainstem to focus and filter on things that you want is, number one, to figure out what you want. And number two, write down what you want in present tense every single day. Because what this does is it focuses that reticular activation system on those things, and you'll get more of what you're focusing in on. Read your present tense goals several times a day and look, very important to look for what you already have, that you already have in your life that is related to or the beginning of your goals. If you have a little bit of money, you can grow from what we already have if we focus on it. It's much easier to increase focus from what you already have. And very important, focus only on what you have. now and in the future, not on what you lack. Because remember, when you focus on what you want, what you lack, and what you need, you're going to get more lack, more want, and more need, not what it is that you aim to have. Very important. Time to change your language. Get in the habit of eliminating the words want, need, should, would, and could, and replace it with I have and I am. And why? To minimize focusing on lack. Every evening, you can write down 5 ways that you focused your attention on your goal that day, and that will continue to enhance the ability of your reticular activation system to focus on those goals. And use visualization of achieving your goal every day in detail. Make this part of your routine. And be grateful for what you have now and what you will have in the future. And be patient and embrace this journey. Remember that this reticular activation system is designed to filter and focus on everything related to what you want and what you're thinking about once you figure it out. So, again, money does not control you. So focus on and embrace your role as the controller. Focus your attention on money flowing in and out as your friend so you can choose how to make it work for you. And use this reticular activation system to focus on positive aspects of money and positive specific money goals. And please look at your money with love and care, knowing that it wants to help you and love you back, giving you freedom and choices. It is your money. I would recommend that you normalize money conversations and make exciting goals together with your family members. So one of the beliefs that some people have is that money is the root of all evil. Money is not the root of all evil. But you know what is fear? Fear is the root of all evil, particularly fear around money. So I want to give you 4 steps to inspire you to get started. Step 1, figure out your money goal. The previous speaker mentioned that she wants to winter in Europe. So she has a very specific goal. Yours could be something similar. I want to save for a house, a car, vacation, retirement, education, a rainy day. So that's step 1. What is your goal? Specific about that and visualize it and speak as if you have it. I have it already. That was your reticular activation system for you. Number 2, step 2, get educated on what you need to do. And step 3, make a plan. Step 4, take action. You can do this, and with consistent application over time, you will. You are doing it. Make sure you budget your time and use that time to define your goals, get educated, make a plan, and take action. So just a few really quick suggestions in the remaining time. Just have a few more minutes. I'm going to just give you a couple of ideas to wet your whistle and to get you inspired and thinking about how you can start to use money to bring freedom and control and power into your life that you might not have thought about. Look at your bank account every day. It will empower you. I know it's scary. I do it every day now, and it energizes and empowers me. And I used to be terrified of it, just so you know. Create a budget for your monthly spending, whether it's for your business or your life, and do that before you spend money. Reward yourself with praise and enjoy the control you feel when you see your savings grow. Explore a high yield savings account. Your money can make money. Automate your saving and your investing. Get educated on things like life insurance that you can take cash value from. Make choices. I recommend shopping at Aldi. It costs half the price of other grocery stores. Shop in your closet, your fridge, your pantry. Make your own coffee. I used to spend $25 a week on coffee at Dunkin'. Now I got money into a high yield savings account. And instead of spending money on your vacation, plan a fun and free staycation. Those are just a few things that you can do, and there's so many more. But in the interest of time, I'll just leave you with those suggestions. And I would love to hear your comments and questions. And just FYI, as I mentioned, I have a lot of free content. You can find me on YouTube, all over social media, and I also have a free training for you. And you can get to that easily. Just go to melissasclass.com and you can sign up for that free training.
Awesome. And for the record, I'm going to state that I don't love multitasking either. I find it extremely stressful. And I think there was a study a while ago that shows that it causes your productivity to drop by almost 70%.
It does. We're not designed for that. The brain, we're not designed to do that. And it's really, I have a whole lot of strategies that I cover in my Success Block Smackdown around time management. One of the strategies is called the WEN strategy, and I have a procrastination strategy that's called the WEN, W-O-N strategy. So there's a lot better alternatives out there to multitasking that are going to make you a lot more productive, more confident, more empowered, and more energized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I have some funny stories about people who proudly told me they could multitask while they were talking to me and playing on their phone. And then I would say something and they never heard me. Calling them out. I don't generally try to call people out on it, but like when you're trying to like organize, hey, we're going to be here at this time, and then they didn't hear you, yields some really funny results at times.
Yeah. So, it's really important. And this is something that in my work, I do a lot of educating people about how their anatomy works, how their brain works, how their neurology works. And so we can put that to work for you. So Haley, sorry to imply that you do multitask. You get so much accomplished. It's, obviously you're really masterful at productivity. So
single tasking.
Yeah.
Exactly what you said, because I can't multitask.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the success blocks that people do tend to have, is that they don't have enough time or they don't have enough resources. And those are just success blocks. They're not real. And you can absolutely break through those. And and Haley is very, very inspiring. I think Haley, I'm such a fan of Haley, and I don't see any success blocks, but we all have them. And I was just working with a CEO yesterday. He's very, very high level CEO. And I was coaching him on a TEDx. And sure enough, he had a couple of doozies around. I'm just not the kind of person that, he said that he gets worse with practice. I'm like, okay, yeah, that would be a success block. And that, what was the other one? He can't not speak fast. So it doesn't matter how successful you are, there's still some blocks that we can clear out and get out of your way so that you can really get where you want to be and get those goals met.
Absolutely. I agree. And there's always things and always room for improvement. This is a journey. It's not a destination.
Absolutely.
There's one thing I have learned. It's such a journey. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And what is your website again?
So you can find me, my name is my website. So you can find me at melissaboherjacobson.com. And you can also get free training at melissasclass.com. And you can also get a free consult with me. And all you have to do is go to www.meetwithmelissa.me.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being a speaker today.
Thank you.
And I'm excited to have had you here, and I'm excited to have